What up, homies? You're here today with Pedro, who is, of course, our friend. He is a big time supporter on the show. A friend made this, gave it to us. Super cute. I just love this little guy. He just stands out. She made a bunch, and they're all very super cool, super unique. Some of them are just incredibly cute. Some are, a little funny looking, just like humans, right? We all have our moments. You shave wrong, you don't do your hair, you don't comb your hair, you look funny, right? Just accept it and move on. If somebody's there constantly telling you look funny, that's a little weird. Hi, Honey Gold vlog. Good morning. You're the first one in the show. Let me get you a wrench. How are you doing? Get you a jacket. You must be cold. You're in Canada right now. I'm from Winnipeg. And we're making some really nice, as you can hear, toasted sandwiches. So I like to put a little bit of a thinner layer on the second side. Just something, I don't want it to feel left out. I also don't want to lose any gums or teeth to hard bread. But the next thing we're going to do is slice some tomatoes. We're not going to use this butter knife. I should have grabbed a sharper knife to, I could use it. No, we're not going to use a butter knife. I have many sharp knives here. Let's see. I think for today we'll use this one, or should we use this one? You pick. Which one would you like to see me use? The kind of bronzy copper one, or should I go with the flame blue steel? We'll call this one blue glitter steel, right? Let's go with the blue steel. You want to wash your tomato before you cut it. Today we're using tomatoes on the vine. Just take one off the vine, give her a good wash, and we should go. These tomatoes are a couple days old. I've been storing them in the fridge. As it gets hotter, you're going to want to do that more and more. It's unfortunate, but if you get the right tomato, you can kind of lock in the flavor. And then just don't make sure you use up your tomatoes in a couple days, right? Your food's in the fridge. It's meant to be eaten, right? Don't put too much in your fridge. That's a good point. You want to have like a half-empty fridge, honestly, because all the vegetables in your fridge kind of off gas and it can kind of break stuff down quicker, eh? So if you have a fridge full right to the top, you're probably getting a lot of weird whiffs as well, eh? Some of your food tastes like other food. But this also means you're never going to waste food, right? You might not always have every single item on hand, but I guarantee you can't be cooking for that many people that you need like 42 lemons, Let's get two. Get 2 lemons and go back to the store the next week and grab 3 if you were like, dang, I wish I had an extra lemon, right? So we're going to do some thinner cuts on the first slice of tomato Sammy. I know those are a little thicker at first, but I've cut these ones a bit thinner now. Quite a lot thinner, some of them, and then some are a bit thinner. But this will give us a nice roundabout, hey, how you doing, on the first. Should we do open face sandwiches? Let's do a sandwich 101. This will be an open face one. The next one in the middle will be not open face. It'll be a closed Sammy, closed face Sammy. And we'll do a closed face with a little bit thicker tomato, which makes sense, right? When you think about it, when you bite down, you're getting twice as much tomato in 2 slices, right? So now, just do this. And see all the wetness? We're going to put that right in the garbage. Oh, a little dash of sea salt on one. The other one, no sea salt, okay? Apparently pink Himalayan salt has very little health benefits, to be honest. So it's interesting to know that my cat loves my wife. He now goes to my wife for love. which is good. You know, it's good. He always got love from her anyway, but it just he's getting to be such a cutie, you know. He wants to love everybody and just be loving. Humans are pushed around, which in turn some people then push around their furry pets, right? Your furry friends. Had an off day, cats, dog, whatever it is, raccoon, chicken. You know, we gotta be nicer to the furry little ones we have. They just don't deserve it. And I went and sea salted the whole shebang. The whole thing got sea salt. I said I wouldn't. Sorry, I did. And I was talking about pets, that's why. Now, do we cut this on the biased, right? Biased meaning diagonally. Okay, so this way straight on, this way biased. Okay, we cut it on the bias. So what that means is when you have a little look to it, you go to a restaurant, you know, you get a sandwich cut in half, you're like, I'll give it a 5 out of 10, right? You go to a restaurant and you get a sandwich cut on an angle, like a nice diamond quartered angle. Look how sexy that looks right out of the gate, right? This is a darn half a tomato in here, a cold tomato with 2 slightly warm pieces of bread. It looks stunning. Mmm. 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 Okay. The big one. I got you. Gotcha. All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy the next episode. I'm coming back again with another banger. Hi, Riggs. You're such a cutie. Of our last bite of our first half of sandwich. Now, I will go on record as saying this half a Sammy. Wow. Nailed it. Nailed it. Now, do you cut these open face Sammys in half? Is the question. There you go. Oh. Oh, yeah. So good. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Hey, hon, can I make you a toasted tomato sandwich? Okay. If you want one later, my goodness, they're good.
I'm talking about the one that's.
I'm not.
Oh,
Yeah, but you won't need this.
in the basement?
See?
It's really cold right now.
Yeah.
Have you seen this weather? You see the ripples in my ass and my legs?
And oh, I have such a good time on here. I'll see you all on the next one, but let me tell you, which sandwich was better first? It's a close one, but I think it's Mmm. Leave a comment down below which one you think right now I'm gonna lean towards. Let's do a palate cleanser with the silk dark chocolate almond. And then let's go with, so we just had, let's do another bite of this. So we can talk about it. We can talk about it. We have, what's going on here is hang on. There's a cold, gushy feeling. It's not a bad thing. It's refreshing. It's like a morning drink of tomato juice. Then you land at this wonderful, rich, soothing Hellmann's vegan mayonnaise. A little bit sultry, a little bit salty, and absolutely sexy. You gotta try one of these. Mmm. 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 That bite was a 9.9. You know, it was way high up there. Let's go. Well, I would say that one. That's a clear 10. Now let's go over this. Oh, man. I want to tell you why this wins. We just gave that a 10. But the bite before, and to be honest, this is a true 10. You're getting... It's both sides are of a little bit of mayo, of vegan Hellmann's dressing. The salt. And then the way the sandwich is captured both sides of the tomato and tamed that wet, gushy coldness and turned it into this, it's like a hot sandwich, banged a cool sandwich and made like a lukewarm, sexy sandwich coming down through. That's what's going on right now. Oh, this one wins. Mmm. 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 Oh, I'm telling you right now, you would kick your grams in the back for a bite on this. Mmm. Oh, knock her down. You know, that's a horrible thing to say. And, you know, guys, no, seriously, I'm not about that. I'm telling you, that's how good it is, though. You would have to. Oh! Mm. I'm telling you, you'd be tiptoeing around that family reunion. But you'd know you had a full tank of gas in you. Mm. Oh, wow. Earlier in the sandwich, I was taken back to, wow, what year? I couldn't, to my young days. You know, it was a long fucking time ago. I was young. I mean, young. Like, it was about 8 or 9. Year was 1988, 1989. I was making myself breakfast. I had toasted tomato sandwiches. I had had them made for me for 2 years, you know. I woke up at, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30 in the morning. I go in the kitchen and I start cooking it up and I start doing my thing. And I grab some bread, you know. This one's blue. Try a different loaf. This one's good. There we go. Twist it off. Start chucking bread in the toaster. Now the toaster, it can either go in the 80s. Toasters, it either went right south, right north. That one time a year, you get golden brown toast. I nailed it that morning. Problem was, I over buttered. Mm-hmm. Believe it or not, people, there is such a thing called over buttering. And it's coming to me. I'm at the counter in the kitchen. I'm buttering up, you know, a stack of 4, a stack of 6. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Got 2 or 3 tomatoes. I'm cutting thick slices of tomato, slapping it on, and sitting down at the kitchen table, looking outside at the bird feeder. You know, I start chewing on the first one, like nothing. A stack of 6 is just dusted. You know, 100-pound kid just annihilated 6 toasts while he drifts off. You know, just like dials into a bird's head and just chills there, pecking away at bird seed. You know, while I chew on my rye toast. Eh? Oh, I'm telling you. That was the moment, you know, like when I had that sealed Sammy, that's where I went with it. That flavor took me to that town, to Flavor Town. Mmm. Open face Sammy, you lose. Mmm. You're good, but you lose. Mmm. So I'm telling you what's throwing me off. It's the cold. It's the cold tomato on the top roof of your mouth. It's not bad. It's just when you take a bite of the toasted tomato sandwich with bread on top and bottom, and it's warm, and then somewhere in the center is a little bit cool to lukewarm, you know, at this point now, tomato. You gotta ask yourself, you crazy? You gotta put bread on the top and bottom. Mmm. So good.
I will be making these sandwiches again. No open face. Tomorrow, the next day, or 3 days from now, toasted tomato again.